This episode of Onstage is brought to you in part by Bellevue Music Fest, Saturday, May 13 in Orlando, Florida. For tickets and info, visit their Instagram at Bellevue Music Fest. And by Red Rose for Gregory, Mother's Day, May 14 at Hope Gardens in Kingston, Jamaica. For tickets and info, visit their Instagram page at Red Rose for Gregory. And Retroflex, the Sexy Edition, Saturday, May 6 at Mass Camp in Kingston, Jamaica. For tickets, visit any one of their ticket outlets here on this flyer.
In her latest track, the angel says she will pick the man. But why is it causing such a stir in social media? The angel will be here to answer. Dancehall artist Laden gets an early release from prison and makes our stage for his first chat about his experience behind bars. An incident at a concert headlined by Valiant in Canada generated one of the biggest viral postings in social media this week. We will hear from two victims of that violent moment. All coming up right here on our stage. Welcome to the show, everyone. I am Winfred Williams. We'll be right back.
On Stage with Winfred Williams.
This segment of Onstage is brought to you in part by Campari. Respect the bitter.
This ugly incident in Canada at a concert headlined by Valiant generated one of the biggest viral postings in social media this week. We will hear from two victims of the moment right here on our stage. We begin with the female, seen here being assaulted in the video, who happens to be an artist by the name of Diiverse from Toronto, Canada. Diiverse, welcome.
Hi, Winfred.
Oh, it's good to have you. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming. This is not how I thought I would be meeting you, however.
You wanted to meet me in the flesh, right?
In the flesh and under better circumstances.
Okay, so, all right, so jump in and tell us about your own experience in this incident.
I was invited on the show as a featured artist on a collaboration with Kadian,
Yes.
who was booked for the show. She was also flown in with Valiant. I just was supposed to perform one song with her and come off the stage. Mm-hmm. I started to perform. While I was performing, the microphone was taken out of my hand. I had held on to the microphone and asked, like, how could you do this to a female artist? Like, I mean, not even a female, a woman. I said, why would you take the microphone from a woman, is what I said to him. And he proceeded to talk. He ignored me. And everyone saw the video. The video went viral. Everything happened so fast, Winfred.
Yes.
It's like, it's still replaying in my head at the moment.
Okay, so did you get a chance to finish your performance?
No. I was about to start my verse, and the mic was taken from my hand. He proceeded to say something to the crowd like he can't take any styling or something like that, like something to that effect. And while he walked one side and then he walked back into my direction. He pushed me out of the way. So when he pushed me out of the way, I reacted, basically. It's like, okay, you violated my space twice. So once, basically, by taking the microphone out of my hand, and then a second time by pushing me out of the way. So I reacted to him just instantly, but I'm not even a confrontational person to say, like, I'm gonna push somebody off of the stage. Mm-hmm. So that, for me, it was a reaction, and he was tripping or unstable, and he had time enough to throw the microphone right at my face.
Yes.
I didn't even realize how bad it was, or even that I got hit, to be honest, until I put my head down and I saw blood.
And so what's the extent of the damage to you?
At the moment, that's my eyes. If you can see, I have a bandage, a cut on my eyebrow that was bleeding profusely till for about 3-4 hours. I had to go to the hospital. I'm basically on watch for concussion and any changes. Like if I have a headache or anything, I'm gonna have to go straight to the hospital because that could mean I'm losing my vision. So I have to be on watch for all of that.
Wow. So is it a police matter?
At this time, I'm not going to comment on that. I'm just going to take things into the right hands or the right matters, but I'm not going to comment on where it's at in that aspect. But I have made a complaint.
Okay, so it's a legal issue then?
Yeah, of course, because no one shouldn't be able to do this to a woman and not suffer any consequences.
Okay, and that is as much as you will tell us now about it?
In that aspect.
So who were you before all of this?
Before all of this, everyone knows me as Diiverse. My city knows me as Diiverse. I was on a 1.5-year break due to the fact that I just had a baby. My son's 5 months old, and I was invited out just to make a re-entrance into the dancehall scene. Prior to that as well, I done music with Maka Diamond. She's like my mentor, my big sis. I've worked with Tommy Lee. I've worked with Andrew Blacks. I've worked with many different artists, and even DeMarco. Been around Jay Crazy as a producer. Like I've done my groundwork in Jamaica and here, and I don't feel that I should have been disrespected that way.
Okay. So, and you're Jamaican born?
People would think so, but I'm not actually. I'm Canadian born to a Jamaican mother and a father from St. Vincent, but I do dancehall music.
Okay. Where's your music at this time?
At this time, well, I brought it back because I've said that I could react in different ways, many different ways to this situation, but I decided to go back into the studio and I recorded a song. I believe it was released yesterday, and it's called Man's World, and it's on my YouTube channel. I believe it's now on Spotify and iTunes, because I just had to answer through music instead of getting mad and saying things online and responding to everyone, because everyone has the wrong narrative. Everyone's saying that, why did I push him? And first of all, people even have it that I pushed Valiant, and I didn't. It was not Valiant. Okay. So there's a whole bunch of narratives being pushed online that I just want corrected, and them to understand that I was violated that day in that sense on the stage, and I just want everyone to know that it wasn't anything to do with me being the aggressor or me being in the wrong. And it was not Valiant on that stage at that time.
Diiverse, many, many thanks for joining and telling us your side of this story.
Thank you for having me, Winfred.
All right, and now we turn to the second victim, Ribba, who's joining us from same Toronto. Hello, sir. Welcome.
Yes, Winford. Big up yourself. Thanks for having me on the show, you know.
Yeah, man. Good to have you, Bridging. So tell us your side of the story.
Well, my side of the story, basically, it's simple. Me performed before Diiverse. I was booked for the show. My set was before Diiverse and Cadian. I performed. The whole mix-up started from me and the actual guy that hit Diiverse with the mic, having the similar jacket and headwear, as far as a bucket hat and a bomber jacket, but I was clearly wearing a brown pants. And I performed before Diiverse and Cadian set, but after that, because social media, because of the outfit looking so similar, a lot of people that wasn't at the show and a lot of people that was at the show that saw me perform before, I look similar to the guy that came up and did this heinous act now to Diiverse. A lot of people started running with it. So whenever anybody goes live to talk about the situation, they tag my Instagram and my social media handle into these things. So now I started to get a lot of backlash from people, a lot of death threats, saying, it was effed up what I did, to Diiverse on the show, hitting her with a mic. It was effed up, doing something like that to a female, at that. So because of that, a lot of people take it up in them and start, come at me, daily. So as far as coming out and speaking, this is the first time I'm really talking about this. I went briefly last night on Linky Links, but it wasn't nothing in detail, about what happened, like what we're doing now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so they're still, but aren't you scared of people actually hurting you, my friend?
Yes, and that's the reason of coming on a platform like this, so we can get a wider view and a wider audience to really see who I am and kind of clarify my name from something like that, because like female is a big thing when it comes to my music and my audience. Even my upbringing, I was raised in a more female dominant, I come from a yard where I just whole heap of woman, more woman than man. So my grandmother, my sister, them, my auntie, them, my girl cousin, them, So because of that, we grow and we're taught how to take care of women, nurture them, be there for them, So this is nothing in our character. So, with everything, I'm back to what you said as far as being scared. Yes, since the incident happened, I kind of restrict myself how I go out, to even party or certain things like that, because a lot of people are still running with the narrative that it was me.
And before all of this, the show was going well. I understand that it was a big show, great show, headlined by Valiant, pulled out a massive crowd.
Massive crowd.
Yeah.
There was nowhere to park, trust me. And Valiant, this show with Valiant has been put off a lot of times. I think twice before. I was booked for it and it didn't, I think he didn't get his visa or something like that, or something with management. I don't know what happened.
Yes.
But because of that, the show was so anticipated, where everybody and them granny come out. So, even in the venue itself, it was a big, huge venue. And you have a time for move around, for sure, you say, the whole city come out to see this,
How do you think that this will impact the community's profile in Canada and getting venues like this again in the future for events for dancehall events?
Right now, as I speak, that's one of the biggest issues we have in Canada. We have struggles with, getting venues that's going to be appropriate and, suitable for, shows like these. That's one of our issues here. The music scene in Canada is not the best, so as far as venues, promoters, and people that's putting show together, it's not always the best. So that's one of the struggles we are facing in Canada now. And I hope this right now shows that, you need to have better security personnel and stuff like that to protect the artists them, from all level. So from the superstar to the people that's booked for shows, that's something that Toronto, Canada, promoters and people who do these things need to take into context and try to make it better space for we,
Yes. And you think they will rise to that?
Yes, I think so. And it's sad to say that a woman had to get hurt to this severity for a lot of people's eyes to be opened up. But I think the fact that it was a woman that was involved in this, and a lot of people, when it comes to your mother and if you have daughters or sister and stuff like that, auntie, that is something where you want to protect with your life, right? So the fact that a female get damaged to that extent here, I feel like this open up a lot of people's eyes, and it's going to make a difference when it comes to, the music scene or even just the dancehall scene on a whole. More people are going to protect the female them. Because we don't want this happen again to nobody. You know what I mean? So I feel like this is going to be a big eye-opener as far as promoters and people that's putting these type of events together,
But is there a stigma in the mainstream Canada about dancehall and dancehall events? Artists?
I don't think there's so much of a stigma, but I just think there's more of lacking of outlets. We don't really have too much, even Canada, even hip-hop on a whole. Because when you think about it, Drake alone come out of Canada, nobody remember other Canadian artists.
Yes.
But Drake, you know what I mean? So I think music on a whole, especially urban type of music, hip-hop, reggae, dancehall, you know what I mean? We're struggling to kind of put this thing on a level, So this is just one more, part of the thing that we're all about,
Okay.
The whole movement, yeah.
So quickly sum up your Jamaican-ness, your career, where it is at the moment.
Well, as most people in Toronto know, I'm an upcoming artist, I'm saying? I'm from Kingston, Jamaica, Kingston 6 at that, uptown. you know. So, you know, as far as music now, you know, I'm kind of comfortable where I'm at because I believe in the process, you know what I mean? So I don't feel like, you know, I need to, you know, compete with anyone to try to boost my, you know, my status in the space. You know, I think my body of work that I'm doing right now, it's speaking for itself. You know, as we Jamaican, they say, oh, no. You know, so I think I'm on the right path. I'm a part of the Malvo Entertainment Group, you know, which is, you know, backed by Anthony Malvo, Leon Malvo, Richie Malvo, you know, also Anthony Malvo daughter, Tiffany Malvo. Oh. You know what I mean? I have people like Karen Stewart around, you know, the same place, a part of that team. You know, who doesn't know Karen Stewart is Chelsea Stewart's mom. She's a part of what we're doing. Oh, yeah. You know, so I'm in good hands. You know, I have features with, you know, some of the top Canadian artists, them, you know, Esco Levi, them, certain people in the space that believes in me, that behind me, and I push the whole movement. You know, a lot of the radio personnel, them, Wiz, big up yourself. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So I'm comfortable with them there right now. It's just a matter of time.
So like,
you know what I mean? Before we reach the next level.
Sounds like you're a great promise to the community in Canada.
Yeah, man. A lot of people believe in what we are doing, you know? Right now we have Chaplad, new music video just released. So you guys can go over to the Ribba YouTube channel, check it out. You know what I mean? We have some music for dropping at the summer, yeah. Some new stuff, some things for the girls, them. Because I'm going to say the ladies, them is a big part of what I'm doing and what I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? Happy music, too much dark music I make. You know what I mean? Nobody not make nothing for the lady, them enjoy themselves. So we want to bring back the vibes there, you know? Yes. So, you know, in a nice way, positive way. So that's where, you know, the journey we're on right now. Everybody out there, what happened to Diiverse is not cool. And we need the man them to embrace the woman them. Stop kill the woman them. Stop beat them up. Embrace them. You understand? Yes, love them.
Well, Bridging, I hope they will divert hate to love for your music and you rise. So yes. Until we meet again, Bridging, good luck.
All right, Jay. Big up yourself, Winfred, and big up everybody with you need. Bless you.
Bless you.
On Stage with Winfred Williams.
This episode of On Stage is brought to you in part by Bellevue Music Fest, Saturday, May 13 in Orlando, Florida. For tickets and info, visit their Instagram at Bellevue Music Fest. And by Red Rose for Gregory, Mother's Day, May 14 at Hope Gardens in Kingston, Jamaica. For tickets and info, visit their Instagram page at Red Rose for Gregory. And Retroflex, the sexy edition, Saturday, May 6 at Mass Camp in Kingston, Jamaica. For tickets, visit any one of their ticket outlets here on this flyer.
In her latest track, the angel says she will pick the man. But why is it causing such a stir in social media? Right now, right here on our stage, the angel with the answer to that question. The angel, welcome, as usual.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome home.
Can I tell you?
Home, girl.
Feels like home, as always. Well, I haven't been here in a while, but I'm always buzzing Winford. Okay. I'm always doing great music. I'm always relevant. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, so jump right into this controversy around this song. Yeah. What is it about the song that is causing this?
All right, Pick the Man. It's a topic I've always wanted to talk about because this threesome topic, you know, women are always receptive to it. And like when you're in a relationship with your partner or whatever, they're quick to want to ask you for that. The song is explaining that a woman needs to stand her grounds, and sometimes men will ask women to do all sorts of things, right? So I'm always saying, if I'm ever to be approached with that, wish it was a situation where a man actually approached me and asked me if I would want to be involved in another person in my bedroom, another woman in my bedroom. Mm-hmm. And I said, no, I would not. I'd prefer to take another man in my bedroom with you. Would you still want that? Mm-hmm. So what they don't want, I'm just saying, what you don't want for yourself, don't ask me for it. Because he's saying he wants me to be involved with another lady in a bedroom. So I'm saying, well, you know what? Turn on my lights with another man in my bedroom with you. Would you still want that? So that is the question I threw at him, and he was like, shut right down, Winford. Mm-hmm. So the song is explaining that in entirety.
So the the social media furore is about is because it's stimulating a conversation.
Yes.
In the space.
Exactly. What you don't like for yourself, don't do it to others. Simple.
So it's a debate between men and women going on right now.
Yes.
As a result of this.
Yes, because a lot of women are losing their partner. A lot of men are losing. I mean, it's just vice versa. So, you know, at the end of the day, I personally don't think it's right. It's something that I would not be involved in. That's why I say, you know what? Maybe pick him, man.
All right, so let's pick the song right here.
Me can boast, I know very well me no boring. A little bit of tease plus everybody know how to road me a showing. Now you tell me say you want a little more excitement. Send me all type of video about you want be just like them. Alright then, me we picky man. How you feel about that? Me see your next man, I love me up all night long. Make me ball out, Jesus Christ, oh my, please, baby, picky man. Every night to chop asleep, one round and keep you need help from the man. Come, me no want no friend from no girl. No, you see how it feel. If me ask you the same question, all of a sudden your life get real. How it feel, how it feel, how it feel. Tell me how it feel. Just the thought of me and our next man when no real. Make you get in your feelings and you up of steam. How it feel, how it feel, how it feel. Put on me exposed by lingerie. To me ready, me willing to go all the way. Usually and me alone make you say, oh yeah. Now you want to talk about another girl and that you say, oh for real. If I know that you did a dream, but you want fulfill fantasy. Make me give you a better deal. Me we pick it man. How you feel about that? We see your next man, I love me up all night long. Make me ball out, Jesus Christ, oh my, please, baby, picky man. Every night to chop asleep, one round and keep you need help from the man. Come, me no want no friend from no girl. No, you see how it feel. If me ask you the same question, all of a sudden your life get real. How it feel, how it feel, how it feel. Tell me how it feel. Just the thought of me and our next man when no real. Make you get in your feelings and you up of steam. How it feel, how it feel, how it feel. When you are gonna realize unfair game play twice. You want add another girl if we get wild. But the double up thing that I know my style. And we both know you can't manage this body in a real life. Now you see how it feels. If me ask you the same question, all of a sudden your life get real. How it feel, how it feel, how it feel. Tell me how it feel. Just the thought of me and our next man when no real. Make you get in your feelings and you up of steam. How it feel, how it feel, how it feel.
So that's it. Pick the man. The Angel. Wow. Wow. So this is another hit for you.
Absolutely. The response has been overwhelming. And it's just how you feel, you know, how do you feel about it? When you flip, when the table turn and you flip the script, how do you feel? So it's just showing you that I'm not feeling good about what you asked me. So when I flip the script, you're not going to feel good either. So we both have to be happy in whatever decision that we make. And don't force me into doing something that I'm against it.
So what's driving it in your view? the artistry or the topic? It sounds like you were saying it's a topic.
It's a topic. It's a topic because I was invited even at University of the West Indies to speak about it because that situation will happen worldwide, Winford. So I'm putting a bright spotlight on it. On it, so ladies, you don't have to do what you don't like to do because if a man wants to left you, I'm not going to left you same way. You understand? You have to do what pleases you. Then at the same time, who wants to do that, that's fine and well with them. But a lot of women message me and say, thank God the angel because of the same thing I tell the man, so me pick the man. So I'm glad you must bring it to light and life. So yeah.
So it's a heartfelt position for you.
Of course,
so
because then to stop it, it's double standard thing need to stop Winford. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Because them can't even manage one person, but you want to somebody. Go sit down here, sir.
Okay then. So, and you have the world. Where are people talking about this? Worldwide or just
everywhere?
Or in Jamaica mostly?
Worldwide. Worldwide. Because I'm an international brand and music is worldwide. Don't stop here, so. So it's a topic worldwide. Everywhere I perform it, I always get a lot of response. A lot of response because we end up pick a man from out of the audience, because that's me, I'm an entertainer. So it's performing for fun, but the message is real. You know, the message in the song is real.
Okay, good for you, my dear. You have another hit, at least. And some people are crediting you for, you're getting kudos for performance.
Of course, absolutely.
They're saying you're a big performer?
Oh yes, Winford. Winford, the proof is in the pudding. And I mean, because at the end of the day, you can agree, you can disagree, but the proof is in the pudding. And that's right there. I just did Saints International Fashion Faces of the Caribbean, the headliner, and I killed it. And Winford, you can put on any show with any top artist. Remember, the angel is going to come out on top as one of the best performers of the night, if not the best performer of the night, because I don't play joke in my performances. I've learned I'm from the best, and in this space and international, I've made it my own, and I have a full catalog of music. So whether you like it or not, the angel of the banner and the cap for one of the best performers ever walk this face of earth. Thank you, Winford.
Answer. The book is must be way up.
Right, Mr. Winford, I give thanks. Right now, I go out to the US for a little mini run, and I have a couple of shows in Jamaica. So it's a good look. I have to give God thanks, and I love what I do. So once you love what you do, it will definitely show. Yeah.
And what can you tell us about Fam? Or is Marcadine?
Marcadine is great. He's great. He's doing well in school, and that is all like a mother really wants to see her child doing, excelling academically. So my son is doing quite good. Big up yourself, Marcadine.
So they speak the man. They're gonna pull you away.
From where?
Pull you from him.
Parenting is my number one priority. Everybody knows. I mean, you have to separate the two. I'm a full-time mother, but at the end of the day, I'm an artist. It's my career, it's my music, it's my livelihood. So we have to do when the breakthrough coming for me ready, because for them feel like them can hold me back or hold me down or stop me shine or whatsoever. Like Laden say, well, I can't stop the angel shine because my performance is showing what it is. I am relevant, I am doing music, I'm doing great, so you can't hold me back, you can't hold me down. But them try to stop great people, that's what I noticed. But you can't stop me, that's the thing. And they cannot stop me. My fans, them love me, the world love me, and I'm an entertainer. And if you're an artist, players of instrument, whatever it is, and you can't polish, you can't do a good show, go and do your homework or go watch some of the angel concerts. You have to be able to entertain, rock your crowd, rock your audience. And Winford, if I perform for one person and I perform for 1,000 persons, it's the same show me I go put on. Me I go hard coming down and go home. Even last December, for the whole of 2022, I took all the shows and never get a credit feat. But at the end of the day, the fans credit me, Winford. And on top of that, I was noticed for, and I came in the front of the Observer, for the best performer of the night. I think I get a splash. Yeah, where's the light? They're up on YouTube. So at the end of the day, Winford, I don't flatter myself. I love what I do, and the rewards will be great. So I just got humanitarian award. So I mean, I do things, I work. So if I don't get it one place, I get to the next place.
So you shut out the detractors?
A long time. Them don't mean nothing to me, Winford. They don't mean nothing to me because I'm steadfast on my journey and I'm doing what I have to do and I love what I do. And the naysayers just motivates me. And my music is so impactful and powerful. It changes people's lives on a daily basis. So at the end of the day, that's my gift, that's my talent, and nobody cannot tell me nothing about myself. I am the best.
And before we came on, you used the term, no knife.
Oh.
Explain.
We call it easy.
I find it to me, it sounds like a song. No knife. So what is it?
We were just having a discussion. Heavy D was just complimenting me how nice I look without have to go under the knife. So a lot of women can take notes, out of my little book. This world will be a better place because a lot of women losing their lives. Maybe not loving themselves enough to just stay away, eat healthy, work out, and just save yourself because a lot of women are dying. So my little 2 cents to women that want to go under the knife, think about it because it's a health risk. So I wouldn't really do a song about it because I don't find it amusing or something that I really want to educate women on through music.
Yes.
Educate yourself by seeing other people losing their lives, botch the body. So the people have to remove it because of health risks, health scares. It have leak out all over your body and all these things. So I think the safest way to go about health, looking good, is eating properly, working out, and all of these things. And those results last forever.
The good old-fashioned way.
Good old-fashioned way. Look at you, you look good. You never stop work out and walk the hill. Right through.
You don't expect men to do that.
Well, it's mostly dominant in females.
But to what extent is your commitment to work out and fit and so on helping your music, your career?
Well, for you know, so I barely go gym. I eat right through my noon and night. I think it's my metabolism. I think it works quick and fast. I don't really eat at night a lot. And I perform in heels right through. That's why my legs stay toned. And we just naturally stand so I not gain no weight. I even try, I just not gain no weight. So it's not like something that I'm so rigid at gym. And we go to gym, barely go gym. So it's not, we just born and blessed with it. I don't know Winford. I not go say, I go to gym every day and I eat properly. I don't, Winford. But for those who, when they eat if food pack on pan you, just stay away from the carbohydrates. Don't eat late at night. But the body for snack, it's not good for you. So you have to just work with a regime that works for you. You understand? And just take care of your health.
Elaborate a little bit more for me on looking at younger females looking to be in music. How judgmental is the space about the way you look? What is the extent of the burden, if it is a burden, for women?
I think that women are into social media world and space too much. Sometimes I get a lot of compliments and people see me on social media and see me in real life. They're like, you look better in real life, man. A lot of them you see on social media, you see them in real life, but you're like, oh, this like unrecognizable because they do it for the social media space. But in a real life, I would say come as you are. You don't have to try to kill yourself to look like the dolly. You understand what I say? And then you look, it's a part of you, drop off, it's a part of you, swore up, it's a part of you. So just be yourself and work on you. What matters is talent. And if you love what you do, you just work hard at it. And as females, it's not easy. It's rough out there, I can tell you. As a woman that's been in the business over 15 years and still going strong, still putting out great music, it has been a journey and a half. You understand what I say? But I trod my road, and I'm here today to say, just be yourself in everything that you do and just work hard at it, accept criticism, constructive criticisms, and just do what you have to do to make yourself a name and a space. You don't have to come out raunchy and come out with good music. Just good music. I'm always big on good music because downtown girl living an uptown life after 2004, how much years that Winford? It's still one of the must play songs in dancehall. I'm just saying, Baby Father, so much songs, I like those two.
Well, the Angel, it's always a plus when you're on our stage. You're now family.
Me to tell you about it. Years and me. And I really have to acknowledge the producer, Craigie Badart from Zojak, for producing this track as well. And the director for the video, David Atkinson, she directed the video. And also, she styled the video. She's my stylist as well. So we have to acknowledge people and support. And I want to touch on something before I go. As entertainers in the music industry, in Jamaica, we need to support each other more.
Yes.
You understand? Artists, we need to support each other more because they'd rather run, go foreign, go support the foreign artists, them do collaboration with them instead of working with your own. And I'm always, see, Reza B there, he came in my video without even thinking about it, effortless. He just come in, do him look a role, do him part, and that is it. So it's just, if we support each other more and support our music more, this will be bigger than we really is. I'll be a crab in the barrel, like I said, Winford. But to me, still, me do my own thing, I just say go. Because me can stand up on my foot as one of the columns in dancehall. Whether you like it or not, or believe it or not, it's what it is. Greatness right as well. Together we're better. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. But I'm saying, as a woman that's fight our fight, overcome and still here, I can say anything I want to say to add my 2 cents to incorporate greatness in music and to show solidarity in dancehall and to show that when we work together more, we get stronger. Well, you know, anyone who used to question your intent and where you're going and whether you were just flirting with this idea of being a star in music, may now have to rest it because you've been around for long enough and still relevant. While the man bash you, you are you're honing your craft, my dear. Honing my craft. That commitment and discipline. Trust me, and while they talk, I just keep working hard. I block out the naysayers, but at the end of the day, they motivate me to go harder. When I shut off my mouth, next show, I'm going to kill it worse. Yeah. You understand? I just need that. And I say, boy, the angel, go on, go. Because I love what I do. Yes. You understand? Find something where you love to do and work hard at it. Leave me alone. I'm working at what I love to do and being my best self. Go be your best self. All right, my dear. Well, I want you to be your best self right now on our stage performing live for all of us. The Angels, we're talking about performance. Yes, she'll be performing for all of you. So stick around for that. But first, Laden after the break.
On Stage with Winford Williams.
This episode of On Stage is brought to you in part by Bellevue Music Fest, Saturday, May 13 in Orlando, Florida. For tickets and info, visit their Instagram at Bellevue Music Fest. And by Red Rose for Gregory, Mother's Day, May 14 at Hope Gardens in Kingston, Jamaica. For tickets and info, visit their Instagram page at Red Rose for Gregory. And Retroflex, the sexy edition, Saturday, May 6 at Mass Camp in Kingston, Jamaica. For tickets, visit any one of their ticket outlets here on this flyer.
Right now, right here on our stage, Laden. Brethren, blessed love. Thanks for coming to our stage, sir.
It is a pleasure to be here. What's up, Winford?
It's good to see you, sir.
Great.
Survived this ordeal.
Wow, it's a good feeling.
And looking good.
I am.
Okay, so what caused the early release?
Good behaving, you know. I signed up for parole. And, you know, everyone inside the institution, you know, see that seat, say me I behave myself. And, you know, I'm qualified.
So it's from good behavior?
Yeah.
Wow. So how would you describe, you know, the conditions that you had to go through in there?
Wow. It's definitely not paradise. And whenever I spend my time like a hell with the idea, you see me?
Yes.
Yeah, but trust me, rough challenge. Yeah. Rough punishment. Yeah. And I advise nobody, if you put a foot inside, no institution like a prison, you understand?
But to what extent did the roughness inspire your behavior in there?
By just not able to do whatever you want, you know, like, for instance, you can't take a stroll to the beach, I can't see my kids when I want, I can't do what I love the most, which is music, you understand? So that, you know, I just rough, you have to say that, some rough punishment, as I said.
So you decided, with the roughness, that you would now behave good?
Of course.
Or follow the rules?
Follow the rules. It's like, you know, you're born in the garrison, you have rules and laws at garrison. We're born at garrison, we're born at Payne Avenue.
Yes.
Grew up at Senti, so we know about rules and laws. You see me? See, I'm blind, here and deaf. You see me run a prison, you see have rules and laws, water around the place, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know, hold up water time, you know, fight, you know, smuggle, you see me?
Yes.
And all of these things. And you just walk on a straight line. That me do around there.
I heard that the firearm was never fired. Is that true? That it was never fired? So
By me, never.
never. But isn't that a factor in your early release?
As I said, good behavior, I know that for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
But is that true though? That the firearm was found to be one that is like a virgin? Is that
As I
the way
said,
to describe it?
well, I've never fired it, so I would call it a virgin.
Oh, so you don't know that it's part of the calculus for you to be released early? You don't know that for a fact?
Not to
obviously.
my knowledge.
Okay, cool. When you look back at the period leading up to your arrest, what would you change in your life if you had a chance to sort of rewind your life?
Wow. Winford, remember, he's an artist and a dancehall artist. It's not like me in a crime field, you know. So it's not hard for you to stay up on the right part, you understand?
Okay.
You know, we all take risk at time. You see me? Some of them, you know, very risky.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was just on a wrong path back then. You see me? So it's easy for us get back on track for me.
So if you could, the behavior would be different. How you walk, where you go,
Yes.
who you rolling
most
with.
Definitely, most
So I'm saying-
definitely, most definitely.
Right, so clearly you're a man now where, unfortunately, the roughness behind bars brings some change and a different perspective on life and introspection on you and bring out a new result, a new you, so to speak. Could we say
For real?
that?
Yes, most definitely.
Well, that's good to know, Brethren, because it's two roads in my view. I don't want to preach to you neither.
Yeah, man, you can.
But it's two
Go ahead.
roads. One, life, and the other is death.
Yeah.
When you choose life, then you have to live to live.
Yes.
And
for
part
real.
of living to live is to not want to kill. To even ask God for him to help you to not have to kill somebody.
I don't want to kill anyone,
You know what I mean?
and I don't want to be killed either. You
Right.
understand?
So if you embrace death, as we see on our streets every day, we see some man where, as you quint a man and say, hey boy, I'm dead if you're dead, you know, all them things there.
We don't have them type of tempo
All of
there.
that is when one embrace death over life.
Yes.
And yet him say him want to live.
For real.
You know what I mean? A two road we have, one to live, one to die. When you want to live,
Yeah.
because even if you go through hardship, brethren, and anger, and pain and hunger, you still have a chance to be at a place one day when
For
you're
real.
better off.
For real. I just
And
want to. I don't cut you.
I'm getting a little worked up because too much of our youth, talented youths, I got prison.
Jaja.
For what? It's not like some waste men. So many of you have been gifted with talent that can make you into anything you want to be, Bridget.
Winford, Jamaica. You see the culture, Winford? Jamaica, on tough place, rough place, very violent place. You understand?
Yes.
I don't want to kill anyone, you know. And I don't want to be killed either, you understand? I would say the main reason for me to travel around with a firearm, whether it's licensed or illegal, is just to feel safe.
Yes.
You understand? I
Unfortunately-
have no intention of doing anyone anything.
Aye.
You understand? But I feel like people will come at me. You understand? I travel around, I drive a Mercedes, I travel with money. You understand? I have on jewelry. You understand?
I am sure that is the same position by most Jamaicans,
Yeah.
even those who have flirt with death and I embrace death. They don't want really to be killing, but so we understand that.
Yeah.
So the system and the environment created by those who lead us and who promise that they would keep us safe,
Yeah.
saying, and are failing at it, has to take the biggest part of the blame for this. But we can't ourselves as individuals have a responsibility to choose life over death.
For
And in
real.
choosing life, as me say, you're gonna know, say, a boy bad drive or do something on the street or threaten you and something. And you are going to think about, how do I walk out of this without anybody dead? Because death can it's either you kill him or he can kill you.
In fact, I'm not that type of person. I'm a super good person. Put it that way. I do have love for humanity. I'm not that type of person. I'm not a violent person. I'm a super good person. Yeah, I have no criminal record. I'm 37 years of age.
Yes.
So me about careful, you see me? I do have love for humanity.
Well,
understand?
Well, you're a good example then, my friend, of how violent our country is. Because you're saying that you're a man who embrace life then.
Of course. I do want to see a better Jamaica, you know?
Yeah.
Every time I look at the news, I be a crime, be a murder, 4 or 5 men are dead. I don't like that. I don't feel safe. You see me? Back then, me feel say, yo, you know, artists, nobody now do no artists, nothing. I don't think that way there again. You understand? Anybody can get it in Jamaica. Yeah. And that's not good. That's not good.
All right, boss. So where was your talent, your music, at the time of the arrest?
Wow. In 2020, Squash, big up 6 Bars, Squash voiced me on a symbolic rhythm, a song called Public Code. I also recorded my young artist on it, Omniscion, with a song called Cologne Scent. And, you know, I have songs like Feelings Too Heavy, Never Lonely, Shabdan voiced me on the Any Weather rhythm. That's a #1 dancehall rhythm. A song called Need For Know You. And I have video for all of them songs there. So I was putting in a lot of work at the time when I got arrested.
Okay.
Yeah.
All of that was happening in that little in that time.
And remember, like, COVID come about and the place was locked down and I was still driving it, you know? Always doing it. Yeah.
Oh, wow. And so the pickup, how difficult is it now to pick up where you left off and to exploit whatever is going on right now for you?
Well,
is it difficult to sort of refit?
In some sort of way, you know, because you don't have that natural love there again, like the industry people, them, a love there, where people look at a song, love it, and naturally work with it. Like, it's like people want to know you personally to work with your career, or you have to do something for them, or, you know, travel with them, go foreign, or, you know, but we have the talent and we love music, and we have some talented youth to link with too. So by putting in work, I don't think any gatekeeper can stop Laden, you understand?
Anything you can exhibit today? Anything new yet?
Yes, I do.
Just when you come out. So.
Yeah, I do have a new song, man. Lampshade, it's called Saved by the Bell. I want everyone to, you know, press play on that song, and definitely I'll get a good result from it because the message is positive and, you know, meaningful, you know, very relatable stuff.
Yes.
Saved by the Bell. That's new for me. Look out for the video.
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
Laden, Reggie, we not take up no more.
Big up yourself. This
we not take up no more time, but we're glad to see you, Reggie.
Yeah,
we're happy to see you, and
best feelings ever. Best feelings ever.
Yeah. One less dancehall artist behind bars.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Free up the youth them, or they behind bars, we're innocent. Yeah, man.
Well, good, my bridging, and
you too.
Take your time. And you're going to perform for us today.
Most definitely, I want to perform the new track, Saved by the Bell.
The said track that you were just talking about. Okay. So we'll get a piece of that right now.
Yes.
All right. So that is after the break. Same.
Okay.
And also performing after the break, as promised earlier, the Ancient.
On Stage with Winfred Williams.
This episode of On Stage is brought to you in part by Bellevue Music Fest, Saturday, May 13 in Orlando, Florida. For tickets and info, visit their Instagram at Bellevue Music Fest. And by Red Rose for Gregory, Mother's Day, May 14 at Hope Gardens in Kingston, Jamaica. For tickets and info, visit their Instagram page at Red Rose for Gregory. And Retro Flex, the sexy edition, Saturday, May 6 at Mass Camp in Kingston, Jamaica. For tickets, visit any one of their ticket outlets here on this flyer.
When I don't say nothing yet, man, I the ultimate. Amount of feel me counting it still have a multi-rich, still untined. Me no gossip and me no give one damn about critics. Me worry less, no regrets. After so much separation, must be glory next. Me see said them a fight me, but me get saved by the bell. Prepare for my revenge. Them no like me stay by myself. No safe nowhere else. So life change time will tell. All the pain when we feel, them not show me no love. Fully corrupt.
Me I stop pain when me see the system try to hold me back. Me forgive me, but me can't touch the street without me. Try the lonely road, got fake friend, now when we reach the top. Them not real and that's a fact. Certain things me can't forget. My heart clean, you know that. But corruption make me feel me no love. Play the fool with them think me not so bad. Them can't hold me with them.
She said them a fight me, but me get saved by the bell. Prepare for my revenge. Them no like me stay by myself. No safe nowhere else. So life change time will tell. All the pain when we feel, them not show me no love. Fully corrupt. Watch me surrounding. Feel me need more eyes to watch who me roll with. Me pre things deep them out for John me. Some dead they when the ice in and the rollie, but them gone when in life I go downhill. They done for make it man born poor. Enough time me hungry and it not sure. The race is not for this, just some start slow. John knows, she said them a fight me, but me get saved by the bell. Prepare for my revenge. Them no like me. Safe nowhere else, so life change time will tell. All the pain when me feel, them not show me no love. Fully corrupt.
Them corrupt Laden, big up yourself Laden. You know what going on stage? Yeah. Me can't boast, I know very well me no boring. A little bit of tease plus everybody know how to road me a showing. No, you tell me say you want a little more excitement. Send me all type of video, boy, you want be just like them. Alright then, maybe biggie man. Oh, you feel bored that this your next man, I love me up all night long. And so, make me ball out, Jesus Christ, all night, please, make me biggie man. Every night you drop a sleep and round now, if you need help from the man. Cause me no want a friend from no girl. No, you see how it feel. If me ask you the same question, all of a sudden your life get real. How it feel, how it feel, how it feel. Tell me how it feel. Just the thought of me and the next man when you're real. Make you get in your feelings and you up steam. How it feel, how it feel, how it feel. Put on me exposed brand lingerie. To hold me ready, me willing to go all the way. Usually you me alone make you say, oh yeah. Now you a talk but another girl that you say, oh, for real. Never know that you did a dream. But you want fulfill fantasy. Make me give you a better deal. Maybe pick him man. Oh, you feel bored that this your next man, I love me up all night long. Make me ball out, Jesus Christ, all night, please make me pick him man. And so, every night you drop asleep on the road now, keep you need help from the man. Call me no want no friend from no girl. No, you see how it feel. If me ask you the same question, all of a sudden your life get real. How it feel, how it feel, how it feel. Tell me how it feel. Just the thought of me and the next man when you're real. Make you get in your feelings and you up steam. How it feel, how it feel, how it feel. Listen to me now. When you are gonna realize unfair game play twice. Just the thought of me, forget why. But the double up thing that I know my style. And we both know you can't manage somebody in a real life. Now you see how it feel. Me
ask you the same question, all of a sudden your life gets real. How it feel, how it feel, how it feel. Tell me how it feel. Just the thought of being the next man when you're real. Make you get in your feelings and you up off steam. How it feel, how it feel, how it feel. I wonder if I should have picked Winford tonight. I wonder if I should pick Winford tonight. Winford, come here. Come here, Winford Williams. Come here, Winford Williams. Come here, Winford Williams.
Oh, yeah.
Winford, come and show them how a man's supposed to dance with a woman. Because I know you know how to do. We're gonna do the two-step. We're gonna do the two-step. Winford, the two-step, the one-step, the one-step. How it feels. Because they know Winford fits me and ask Christ. Winford is a very fit man.
Okay.
Gentlemen, how does it feel?
That move a while ago is very
Winford.
fit now.
Pick Winford. Winford, you're a fit man. You can't manage anymore.
Okay, if you say so.
Me pick Winford. I don't want no look boy. I want an elderly big man.
Old man.
You're not old man. You're an big man. You're not old man. You are a mature man. So me a pick Winford. Right there, sir.
Right there, sir. Right there, sir. Thank you, the angel.
Thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure.
Pick the man. Pick Winford, as you say. Okay.
Right beside there, I pick Winford. Anybody can angle me. Winford, me a pick. Thank you.
Right. And that's where we leave it for this week. Winford Williams, on behalf of all of us, thanking you for joining us. Do join us again next week for more excitement on this stage.
DJ Rich Rock.
Mr. Tryhard. DJ Rich Rock.
Thanks for watching our video. Please click subscribe and be on our stage anywhere, anytime, always.